Hello and welcome to the Lakeland Ice Arena. I know you haven't heard my voice in a long time. I'm Carl Van Gelder. I'll be doing play-by-play, but of course, I'm here joined with the voice of Moccasin hockey. He knows everything you need to know about college hockey, Gavin Coker.
Yeah, Carl, this is an exciting one. Last series of the semester for the Mocs. They'll take on St. Leo. And St. Leo, a new team to CHS, so first time these two teams are matching up. So this will be an exciting matchup. But we're going to step away for the national anthem.
And you can hear the sticks banging on the ice, so you know things are about to get going here. The Mocs coming in, they're 6-5-1, St. Leo 2-8. Gavin, who are some players we should be looking at for each side?
Yeah, I mean, you can't mention him enough. Will Marshall for the Mocs. He's had big games for the Mocs in the past two series. But even on the other side, you've got to watch for AJ Salvadori and Augie Pescatore. Two guys can score a lot of goals. Pescatore was a star of the month for CHS, and Marshall coming off a star of the week 2 weeks ago for the performance against Lynn University. So this should be an exciting game. St. Leo not as deep of a bench, so we'll see if that plays into a factor, as we're going to see Jonah Dunlop in the goal for St. Leo, and starting for the Mocs is Vincent Simonian.
Yeah,
So
and like you mentioned, the Mocs are a lot deeper here at home, and they have a lot of supporters here, even though it's a mid-afternoon game. And it's going the way of the Mocs. Wyden will just toss that one forward against the boards. Still battling down low, a quick shot attempt, but can't find it.
And Russ Arms up for icing. Simonian plays that one.
Simonian, a really excellent goalkeeper for the Mocs. He's been a stalwart so far in his career. We'll continue to move it up here. Nice big hit.
And we're going to get a whistle as Pescatore is down on the ice. And looks like we're going to see trainers come out.
And man, that was bang, bang right when we started. I thought the Mocs got the worst end of that hit, but Pescatore, he is shaken up right now. It looks like he'll be able to get up a little bit. He'll be helped off by his teammates for the moment. The Mocs with some representation from the training room. Max coming on. She's in her first year here at Florida Southern as an athletic trainer. And then Sarah by way of USF. USF does a great job of really helping out Mocs in athletic training.
And Carl, we talked about physicality before this game off air, and that was Greg Peterlin getting involved. And we've seen a lot of that. And it looks like Colton Wyden's getting an assist over to the bench for the Mocs. I'm not quite sure. Oh,
he was just Sarah out.
Helping out the athletic trainer. So a good clean hit there is something that the Mocs need, because we've talked about penalty trouble can be a problem for them.
Face-off will happen up top now. That's won by Marshall for a moment, but stolen away by St. Leo. Mocs get it right back, send it right back towards the boards again, and Marshall swooping in, but can't find it. Back down, we see pressure from both sides as it'll be flipped forward. A nice check there by the Mocs. Quick stolen away, and now a shot on goal off on the left side.
And that one ringing off the iron. That's my favorite sound in hockey, is a puck off the iron. As a player, maybe not your favorite.
Now the Mocs looking for another chance as a long shot did not fall. We'll toss it back out, but poked away by St. Leo and one back again. Marshall sends that one forward, but can't find it. Now they'll continue to battle on the boards. Controlled by the Mocs for a moment and a huge check. Wow.
And yeah, physicality is going to be a big part of this game. Both of these teams are physical. Mocs don't mind playing that game, though.
Man, that was a really, really big hit. We saw the glove fly off, and not to fight yet. It'll be a physical battle today, but I'm assuming these two teams will be keeping the gloves on for most of it. So now we'll have a quick break.
Yeah, and Catazone was on the receiving end of that one, but, he's okay. He was smiling on his way back to the bench, collected his glove, and getting some coach in there is that D pairing of Greg Peterlin and Michael Catazone.
Peterlin winning that face-off, as St. Leo is still keeping the pressure up. Leo battling through, gets it from Peterlin and send it back out. Shot attempt no good.
Yeah, and another bounce off the iron. Cole Dubois getting that one, and a ref's arm is up for icing.
And that's what it will be. I know we're early in this one, but what are you seeing so far from this Moxon attack? They've done a really good job of having it in that St. Leo zone.
Yeah, and it's a credit to their forechecking. They've done a good job trying to get the puck centered in the zone. They've had 2 shots go off the iron. So just moving a little bit more right. That left iron is Jonah Dunlop's best friend right now. But if the Mocs can find a way just to get that a little bit more right, that's a goal.
If shooters shoot, and the Mocs just need to keep putting those shots up, and eventually one will find the back of the net. Now a chance to win another faceoff. They've been dominant so far. They'll center it, a quick shot, no good off the mark. Now surveying again, are the Mocs. They go far side but get it poked away. They can't get the kick save.
And you got to be careful with those cross-ice passes. It makes it really easy for a team to intercept it and potentially go the other way, as that's an icing again on St. Leo.
And St. Leo just trying to find something to go their way right now, but the Mocs continue to strike early and often.
And you mentioned the face-off percentage so far. The Mocs nearly perfect. I mean, they lost the opening draw, but ever since then, they've done a good job keeping the face-offs and keeping the puck in the St. Leo Lions zone.
Looks like Okun will be here at the face-off.
Yeah, he'll take that one. And an interesting switch. He played defense last year, now playing forward for the Mocs this season.
Now with it is Sutton, and he'll just toss it across the boards. Running back towards it are the Mocs. A nice check right into the boards, and another one. Can they get it out of harm's way?
And that one's going to get whistled. That looks like we're getting a penalty. Yeah, we're going to get an interference call as Tommy Cabral's going to head to the box. And he doesn't like that one, but, you got to watch where the puck is. You got to keep your head up, focus on the puck. I don't necessarily agree with that call, but we're up here in the booth, and we mentioned it. Penalty trouble for the Mocs has been a big part of this year. So St. Leo getting the first power play of the game.
Yeah, Cabral in that opportunity trying to keep the pressure up, but like you mentioned, just didn't find a way to ease off when the puck was still right there with the St. Leo player. Now a big opportunity for the Lions to pounce and get an early lead. This will be Sebastian Powers, I believe the son of head coach John Powers, for the St. Leo side. We'll go all the way back.
So yeah, Mocs getting a good win, making St. Leo reset and go the full length of the ice.
Now let's see what they can create. They're attacking down that left wing, slow it down, center it. Now a long shot, can't find the mark. Simone with a nice kick save.
And a good job by Simone in there, just getting that one out wide. And you got to keep the puck out wide. And now Marshall
almost with a big chance there.
Yeah, and he's a big part of this penalty kill. You've got to watch him at every point he's on the ice. Definitely the fastest player on the ice, and we can see him battling here.
Trying to muscle through, and the stick flies off from the defender.
And the speed draws a penalty. So now we're going to get some 4-on-4 hockey as Will Marshall gets held.
Big opportunity here for the Mocs. We know this offense, when they're on, they are really on. They can get a ton of goals in bunches. They'll look to do that again here today. Another early opportunity as we are just over 3 minutes into this first period.
Yeah, and Marshall is out there for this faceoff, and 4-on-4 allows for a lot of extra space.
He's directing traffic behind him, ends up winning it again. And now a chance right on the boards, a nice challenge. Keeping it alive for now with St. Leo. That one rolled across the boards. The captain now with it for the Lions. A nice cutback to keep it with himself and Gillum.
And St. Leo's going to try to move it up and slow it down, take advantage of some of this open ice that we see here.
Back over to King, 91 on 19, and a nice check after the miss. Both teams will be racing down, look for a big hit. St. Leo looking for one, but instead whipped out. Mocs with it, looking to split the defense. That one almost got through, but St. Leo gets it right back. King down the ice and rolling all the way to Simonian.
Yeah, and King dumped that one in so they could get a change, get some fresh legs out there.
The Mocs, like we've talked about already a few times, they have the ability to really stay fresh in this one with their numbers advantage. Strong challenges, the fans getting what they paid for as St. Leo tries to get the backhander to a teammate, but Power's not in the right spot. Marshall now chasing down. He has some open ice in front, can go to Wyden on the wing. Wyden couldn't get the right touch off the stick. Wyden now working inside out, shot no good. Marshall couldn't poke it away, and now a great opportunity developing for Powers.
And the Mocs were able to kill off that first penalty, so they're now there on the power play for 27 seconds, and this is when they're dangerous.
Izzo has it, drops it off to Marshall. Marshall, a slap shot in. Will they say in? Yes, they will. Is that even a question with Will Marshall? He can do it all offensively.
And Paul Rigolini announcing the goal here as Will Marshall gets the goal on the power play. And like I must have called it. I said they're dangerous, and Will Marshall's the guy that you've got to watch on the power play. You've got to watch him every time he's on the ice, and he takes advantage early in this one.
And the big thing that helps create that opportunity too for Will is his ability to facilitate. He's able to pass it off and force those defenders to respect his teammates and not give as many double or triple teams on him. Won again by St. Leo in that center circle.
And we've seen a lot of success from this top line this season.
Gibson coming in for the Mocs as well as a few others. Powers has it, gets a strong check, but keeps it with himself. Shot, and Simonian stops it. Kept alive here by the Mocs, and working back forward is Florida Southern. Back behind the net. And good cut back there for Florida Southern. Now they'll race down the floor. Ice now a little bit tight, and St. Leo pokes it away. A nice jump save there by the ref, getting out of the way.
And arm goes up, and another icing.
What are you seeing right now from this Moccasin defense that's really not allowing St. Leo to build anything meaningful yet?
And one strategy we've talked about is keeping it wide. And if you can keep the puck wide, you allow Simonian to see shots at a better angle. And obviously, St. Leo, you're not as effective on those wide angle shots. So it's just allowing Simonian to make those kick saves and keep the puck wide.
Donnelly trying to get to that one, lost it for a moment, and Powers fighting for it. Instead, Williams gets it. 2-on-3 for the Mocs. Centers, no shot though, just missing on the attempt was Peterlin. Now working again is Florida Southern, taken away by St. Leo. A nice use of the stick there to keep it alive. Green has it, as that'll be flipped over and controlled by the Mocs until they fall down. Move back forward. Williams can't get there in time. He'll try to beat the defender and has it for now. Working all the way around, looking for a cutback. And instead, that one poked away by St. Leo. Battle on the boards. They'll just flip it back forward and go back center towards Donnelly.
And that one came out of the zone, so Mocs had to reset.
Oh, what a move inside. Are they going to say a goal? Put that on your highlight reel. What stick work to get into that spot.
And that was Cole Dubois getting fancy in the St. Leo zone. And looks like he put that one 5-hole on the goalie.
And that's the perfect attempt. I'm at a loss for words. Just a great job winding through the defense. And like you mentioned, just putting it right where it needed to be. This Moxton offense is rolling right now. And St. Leo, they need to find an answer.
Yeah, and it's nice to see some of the depth scoring from the Mocs.
This time Florida Southern got that face-off win. And now they'll let some things develop as they sit in the back and go all the way around town. Shout out SpongeBob. Gillum now has it for St. Leo, and he'll move it past Izzo. But a poor pass there gives it up to the Mocs. That's now Mullen who flips it forward, and Wyden can't get a hold of it.
And that one just missing Wyden's stick is going to be an icing, so St. Leo's going to get a face-off in the Mocs zone.
Pescatori in for St. Leo, as well as Gillum, who's played pretty much the entirety of this one. We also see number 98, Andrew Salvadori, the forward.
It's good to see Pescatore back out there. We noticed he got a little banged up early in this one, so good for him to get back out there.
And if there's one thing about hockey players, they are tough. And now the Mocs with an advantage. A Lion falling down, and now it's 3-on-3. They'll center it. Shot attempt. Is it good? No, the putback just can't find its way to go. Team defense there. The keeper able to get a stop in Dunlop.
Yeah, and it looked like he lost it for a second, but good poise just to keep the pads together and not allow that puck to squeak out and into the back of the net.
And we were talking about it pregame a little bit, Gavin, but an interesting set of pads there for him. We see the white and orange and blue. Doesn't necessarily go that well with St. Leo's colors, but, you know, everyone has their own flair.
Hey, looking like he maybe played some juniors for a Clemson program or something, but, you know, I respect it. I know goalie pads aren't cheap. He makes a save right there and covers that one.
Continuing to keep the pressure up here is Florida Southern. They're just unrelenting right now. Whenever they lose it, they find a way to get it right back and put more pressure on the keeper.
Yeah, and they've done a good job getting into the danger zone. We talked about it. When you get into that slot, your chances to score go up dramatically, and that's what they've done a good job in this game of doing so far.
This one's flipped back. Two Lions looking to chase down the Mocs. Instead, a nice flip forward. Powers has it for the Lions, and they'll try to get it right back. Can they get it poked away for Florida Southern? Almost. And now we'll go all the way into their own zone. The Mocs now trying to work back up. Almost a chance to get sandwiched on the side, and Powers trying to counterattack and finds a way to get back on his feet. A challenge, and now inside. Shot no good.
Couple blown tires there, as I like to call them. Two players for St. Leo losing their edging, and I would say it could be a product of the ice, but we saw the Zamboni before the game, so we know this ice is fresh, and just a couple edges lost there.
And it's always fun watching the Zamboni roll through, see some of that fresh ice laid on the rink, and we saw a few players almost slip making their way on, but thankfully everyone all good right now.
Yeah, and I know the fans love it, a lot of cheering.
St. Leo trying to battle through. Simonian is a brick wall. You can't get past him.
Puck's still loose, and you know, Mock's taking some exception to some hits on Simonian. You got to protect your goalie. That's the one position you know as a player you don't touch, and you're going to see a little bit of a fight.
You guys getting a little bit excited. You know, it's Friday. As Professor Neighbors would say, thank God it's today, and these boys are excited to scrap. You saw both teams defending their teammates, and I'd assume that's what a lot of this game will look like. Both these teams will need to battle here. It is a conference matchup here, even though it is a little bit different than Sunshine State Conference play for the other sports here at Florida Southern. That one won by Powers, but taken quickly away by the Mocs. Mocs try to work forward, but a nice challenge as another player loses their footing.
And that was a quick shot there by St. Leo, looking to potentially get a rebound opportunity.
Almost another chance there on that wide shot, and it stays with the Lions. Gillum has it, looks to wind up, sent towards Simonian, who gets just in front.
Yeah, tried to glove that one down, went a little bit wide and behind the net.
You can see Gibson trying to challenge for that one, and now corralled by the Mocs. St. Leo pushes it back forward towards the goal, but they ease off on the pressure.
Yeah, good forechecking there by St. Leo, but we mentioned it, not as much depth on the lines, and so they had to get a switch.
And the Mocs with such an advantage right now. So many fresh players coming into the game with a wide shot, not falling.
Now, still a good job forechecking by the Mocs early in this one, which has pretty much led to their first 2 goals.
Another chance here, almost on the switch. Developing another opportunity here. That's Williams. Williams! He blows right through the defender.
Yeah, it took a hard shot, and it just looked like it went wide.
Challenge from behind, and Pescatori battling with the Mocs. Some shoves thrown, and still kept alive. And now an extra one.
Yeah, and we're starting to see some of that physicality come out. As good pass.
Williams can't get that one to go.
Williams has gotten some good shot opportunities early in this one.
We're already seeing some scrappiness on the boards. Let's see who wins this one. Poked away by St. Leo, and Pescatori with it. Now flipped back forward, and guess who has it again? It'll be Salvadori. Now back forward, can't get it.
Pescatori fanning on that shot there. Turned it over to Will Marshall.
Don't give him those looks. He is too dang good. If you counted all the stars he has, you wouldn't be a communications major. He has too many to count. Just kidding, that's only me. I'm not very good at math, but what I do know is the Mocs are up 3-0 right now as we are just 10 minutes into this one.
Yeah, Marshall, second goal of the game, finding a good angle shot there and taps that one in. And I mentioned earlier that left iron, able to avoid it and put it in the back of the net.
Try again, and right now it is really working for the Mocs. 3 goals in 10 minutes, and looking to add even more here. This offense is flowing as that shot is just off.
Yeah, Wyden, Marshall, and Izzo, that line has been really productive for the Mocs this season.
Marshall all the way back, playing some defense as well for his team as he gets pushed from behind and now works forward. He tosses it off, and the Mocs are off and skating again. Wyden almost got a chance, but Izzo with a slight push, and that will go the way of the Lions. Izzo sharing some words with Frasquillo, I believe is how you say it, the defender for the St. Leo side, probably saying, you got lucky with that one.
Yeah, so St. Leo going to get a 2-minute power play, maybe a chance to get back on in the game in this one, down 3-0.
They need to find whatever they can get here with 9:28 to go in this first period.
So penalty kill out there. And looks like the refs are talking it over.
Just making sure everyone gets their skates in. You don't really get steps, so I'm assuming that's what you call it. But like you said, it's a big opportunity here for St. Leo.
Yeah, and originally I thought the call was offsides.
I think he might have gone like the back of his heel or something.
Yeah, so I think that's what the refs were talking it over, but the power play is going to move it into the Mocs zone as St. Leo comes out with possession.
A long shot, Simonian snags that one. That'll be another save on the day.
Yeah, and something we've got to watch. A lot of these Mocs goaltenders love making glove saves.
It's just another way to show off. You know, when you're a keeper, you don't get to do too much fun stuff, too much flashy stuff, but when you can make a nice grab, it's always a nice look.
It's one of my favorite plays in hockey is a good glove save.
Kicking it forward to St. Leo, but now the Mocs are off and racing.
And that's Max Oken.
Oken gets it, gives it off, a touch off the skate, but can't find a way to keep it. Mocs looking for some type of help. Oken drops it back. Now back forward, but St. Leo the first one to touch it.
A good job by the Mocs doing some penalty killing with the puck in their possession.
Powers now racing back down. He's winding through the back line of the Mocs. Looks to pass it up. Pescatori gets it. Pescatori gets leveled and stays on his feet for now. Now another opportunity for the Lions. Gibson challenged.
Good job by the Mocs with the diamond in low and keeping St. Leo wide here on this penalty kill.
St. Leo, like you mentioned, they just can't find any options inside. And now they're looking to find a way to get it around the back. Quick pass, one more shot, no good. Another one in. That one just ricocheted off of 10 things.
Yeah, tried to take advantage of Simonian being a little out of position, just got that one up too high. Good opportunity there by St. Leo, but a good positional save by Vincent Simonian.
The Mocs getting caught, changing the guard, as we'll center it back up.
Salvador.
Shot, no good.
Yeah, and Simonian doing a good job positioning himself, following the puck behind his net. I mean, it's one of the toughest things to do, staying in position when you can't see where the puck is, and a shot there by Vecchione.
Vecchione almost got it off the rebound, too. That was a strong shot, almost not saved. And now Powers working back up.
And just 11 seconds left on the power play for St. Leo. Simonian elects to keep that one going.
Slap shot, and that one was nowhere close. Looked like me out there a little bit.
And that'll do it for the penalty as Izzo steps out of the box, and we're back to 5-on-5.
Strong challenge there by the Mocs, trying to get there in time but can't. Peterlin all the way in the back looking for some help.
And he's pressured on the forecheck. Good move there. And a ref colliding at center ice.
Broke the ref's ankles. And now a chance for the Mocs, a shot, no good, off the mark.
And Walter getting the shot there. That one looked like it went a little wide.
St. Leo tries to flip it back forward, but the Mocs, everything that St. Leo tries to do right now, the Mocs have an answer.
And that one's, Burkhart tried to make a pass there and couldn't find a Mock, so that one's going to be icing. So St. Leo going to get some switches. Mocs have to stay out there. Luckily, they got a pretty recent line change, so not some exhausted legs out there, but definitely want to win this face-off and get the puck moving the other direction.
Peterlin in for the Mocs, like I mentioned as well. We can see Luke Walther in there. We'll try to get some of those other names in a moment. Face-off and won by the Mocs. They'll attack the other way now, trying to work on that far side. Instead, they'll lose it and get it right back. Peterlin, he heard his name. He wants to get on the scoreboard, but pulls it back out. Burkhart, and they'll slow it back down.
Yeah, just sent that one a little out of the zone. As you got brothers Greg and Bradley out there on the same line that time, and Bradley tried to slide into the zone and maybe give his brother a passing opportunity.
Taken by the Mocs again, shot fired, not in the back of the net, and now it's bouncing around between the two teams. A challenge by the Mocs. St. Leo wanted a call but didn't get one. They'll look to switch sides of the ice. They'll center it, but Donnelly's the closest one. Back up, and now a touch taken by Bradley, and the shot, a glove save, I think, and it is.
Yeah, so Jonah Dunlap making a save on a sharp angled shot there, getting a break for St. Leo, who was a little tired. Mocs did a good job getting him running around, and that's dangerous for a team. If you get run around, caught in your own zone, that you start to see slips, you start to see mistakes, and that's when you can really end up giving up a goal.
And especially when this Moxon team has so many fresh legs, and St. Leo, like they'll have some good energy in this first and second period, but if the Mocs do this for the entirety of the game, they can really tire out the Lions. Mocs just slam on the brakes for a moment, and now they'll send it center and another glove save.
Yeah, long range shot there from Burkhart. Dunlap doing a good job. Able to see that one, he'll just get the glove. And St. Leo's done a good job allowing their goalie to see the shots and allow him to predict and make good saves.
How can the Mocs try to counter that and force some tougher saves for the St. Leo side?
Yeah, a lot of it's getting the puck moving east to west inside the St. Leo zone, making the goalie move post to post, and that's where you'll see goals given up. If you can get a goalie moving side to side, it's more exhausting than you think.
Especially for the guys that are used to staying in the same 2 feet. Sliding back and forth can even throw you off your game a bit. That will be sent right towards the backboards and sent center again. A nice kick save for St. Leo.
Similar to a St. Leo opportunity we saw earlier. So that was Bradley Peterlin looking to take advantage of maybe an out-of-position save, and Dunlop does a good job there.
Chance here for St. Leo. King going down the floor and stops. That one held on to by Simonian.
That was a good job on the back check. That was Ronan Donnelly allowing Vincent Simonian to make the save. Really cut off a angle for King to slide inside. He does a good job positioning and keeping him wide, and just allows Simonian to get the glove on that one.
Gavin, this is the third matchup between Florida Southern and St. Leo for the entire school in the last 3 days, as both Mocs men's and women's basketball played at St. Leo just 2 days ago on Wednesday, and both of them picked up wins. Maybe that could be a sign for the future here, as the Mocs are still up with a commanding 3-0 lead.
Yeah, and they're putting the pressure on right here.
Wow, great give and go, but can't find it a go for the Mocs.
And that one just found crossbar. Another ding. Again, as a hockey player, you don't like that sound, but I like it as a broadcaster. I like hearing it, so.
You like hearing a little bit more when it's on the Mocs side, too, as St. Leo's found some lucky breaks with those. Trying to poke through is the Mocs, as St. Leo just tossed that one all the way down. Powers the first to get to it, and now pressure from St. Leo.
Yeah, Powers looks like he was trying to backhand that one into the slot. We talked about the danger of that position, but just ultimately had to send it around the boards.
Marshall trying to orchestrate something, but another time turning it over here to Powers. Marshall, he's looking to dance, gives it up. He's playing unselfish, is now wide and looking to go on that right wing. Passing it, one more shot, no good. Another really strong save.
A little bit of tic-tac-toe passing there from the Mocs. You know, Marshall gets it to Mullins, who taps it to Wyden and gets him going with some speed.
And we'll have another chance for both these teams to get some fresh legs on the ice here. We got 3:46 to go in this first period of action. Mocs up 3-0. Gavin, what have you been seeing so far?
Well, I just mentioned it. Their passing has looked crisp in this game. Nice touch passes, able to get the puck moving north and keeping it out of their own zone.
Now the Mocs looking to find a way to get it back is Greg finding that one, Greg Peterlin.
And that was almost dangerous, but he does a good job controlling possession of that puck.
Now on the boards are both sides. St. Leo trying to win it in their own zone. Mocs showing some help, but throwing it back up. Can't make the grab, though. That's why he's probably on the ice and not on the football field. That one cleared away by the Mocs and sent all the way back down. Oken with it. Oken now ready, shoots that one and saved again. Poked free, and St. Leo still with it.
And that's one of those shots that we talked about. It's a good shot, but Dunlap's able to see that one, as St. Leo does a good job keeping the lanes clear and avoiding screening their own goaltender.
And just continuing to put those shots on are the Mocs. They want to continue to test Dunlap and force him to stay aware throughout this game. Chance coming up, a backhander, no look shot, no good. The Mocs faithful here and chirping a little bit at Dunlap. Now sent back center, and that will be stopped and held on to, so we'll see another face-off.
Yeah, a lot of high danger opportunities, but like I mentioned, St. Leo doing a good job keeping the lanes clear. Sometimes you can screen your own goalie, and doing a good job of keeping the Mocs from out in front of Dunlap and allowing him to get sight lines on the shooter, which is allowing him to make these saves.
St. Leo looking to give someone for the face-off. Salvadori will enter the circle as he'll win that one. We haven't said that too much, especially in the St. Leo zone. Battling here are the Mocs. Still held on by St. Leo.
And the forecheck by the Mocs, you mentioned they won it, but the forecheck by the Mocs did a good job just keeping the pressure on St. Leo, as now they have the puck in their own zone.
Mocs looking to build from the back. Gibson on the near side for us, and he'll end up getting it. He stops it, looks for the counterattack, but just behind. Another chance to build up forward. They center it. St. Leo can't get a shot off. And that's just much of a testament to Simonian's presence as the defense. They know they need to take quality shots, and right now they can't find any.
Yeah, and Gibson did a good job getting in the lane there, getting a stick on what looked like a pass across ice. And I talked about the danger of those opportunities because sometimes you think it's going your way, and you end up turning it over, and it spins it down the rink.
That one ricocheting off the boards and going right back towards the goal of St. Leo. They have it again, and that one poked free for a moment. St. Leo can't find a way to keep it. Now on the floor, the Mocs, and they're holding on to the skate a bit.
Yeah, that was Walter on the forecheck doing a great job.
Pescatori with it, trying to shoot that one. A nice shot attempt, but Simonian making yet another save.
Yeah, and that one went between the legs of Burkhart, and Simonian showing off the stick that time. We've mentioned his glove, but that time he uses the paddle of his stick, and he sends that one up into the netting.
I would say that's one of his better saves we've seen today. A good job reacting. Initially, he thought that was going wide, but was able to get that stick under it to keep it out of harm's way. 1:21 to go in this first period. 3-0 the score remains as that one's won by St. Leo. They try to get a shot but can't. Simonian couldn't get there in time either, and it looks like that will be the first goal for the Lions.
Yeah, Simonian just got a little out of position there and couldn't quite find the puck, and St. Leo was able to tuck that one in the back of the net.
3-1 will be the score. The Lions will not be shut out in that first period of action. The Mocs still with a 2-goal lead, but now the Lions may start to feel a little bit more confidence. That was their best sequence of the game, and obviously had to be with them finding their first real quality look.
Yeah, and getting on the board was the third star of the month for the Lions, Augie Pescatore, and he went down earlier, so good for him to get a goal early in this one.
Mocs win that one, and Marshall back on the ice. We'll be looking to open things back up for Florida Southern as Izzo sent that one down, and that one right towards the chest of Peterlin. Peterlin trying to find a way through the defense, but the Lions look to be re-energized.
Yeah, he tried to push that one into the center of the ice, but nobody was there. Catazone and Marshall were patrolling the blue line looking to keep the puck in.
Under a minute to go. It's 45 seconds left, and that one, does it find the back? No, just flipped over.
And an open net opportunity there for St. Leo, and Simonian able to get a glove on that one. That was King with the wide open net, and somehow Simonian able to get a glove on it, flipped it high up in the air, and that one landed behind the net.
Pescatori getting in the mix a little bit with Peterland. These two teams, they're not best of friends, but it's good competition always.
Yeah, and we mentioned an NCAA 2 SSC teams, but also some College Hockey South teams, and we're seeing that bubble over right now. Pescatore got into it with Peterland, bubbled over into the faceoff, and we know there's no fighting in College Hockey South, but it looks like they're both headed to the box.
They'll probably exchange some kind words as they head to the boxes. They'll probably be talking about some of the sponsors of Florida Southern Athletics. I don't know if I should pitch that here, though, because I don't know if they're sponsoring this broadcast, but there's a lot of good food places here in Lakeland if you're ever in the Lakeland area. Make sure to pull up and ask some of the people at Florida Southern. You got 3:25 left, or 32 and a half seconds. We got 3:25. I'll let you do with that whatever you think that might mean. 32 and a half seconds. 3-1 is the score. Penalty play, or power play, excuse me, will be starting for both sides.
So yeah, we're gonna get some 4-on-4 play. And up the ice, Izzo, and looks like they're gonna whistle that one down off sides.
Man, he was just a step early there. A nice run by him, but just couldn't time it up properly.
Yeah, just couldn't keep his back skate on the blue line and couldn't make a hockey move with the puck. So they're going to call that one an intentional offside, and that faceoff is going to come all the way back to the mock zone.
22.7. 2 goals separate these two. That one sent center, almost a chance. Gillum feeling the pressure from the Mocs again. We'll try to center it. A nice opportunity. The backhand, no good.
And that was Salvadori trying to get a spinorama pass. Looking like something out of NHL 26.
Another chance here. Under 5 to go, so they just need to get one off, and now it's the Mocs' chance. 1 second to go, and they'll just toss that one forward.
So that'll do it for the first period. Mocs, a 3-1 lead, and doing a good job on the forechecking. You know, gave up a little bit of an uncharacteristic goal, but a lot to like in that first period from the Mocs. And so we'll step away. We'll come back for the second period in around 15 minutes.
And starting it off again, St. Leo finds a way to win that one. Gavin, we had a nice break there. What are some things you're looking for both sides coming in?
Yeah, I'm looking for the Mocs to continue the pressure they had in the first half. And St. Leo had some good rushes, some good opportunities. And I'm just looking for them to get some more east to west plays, which allowed them to get their first goal.
And the Mocs cooled down a bit to end that first period of action. St. Leo found some momentum, but we'll look to see if the Mocs can build something up here early.
Yeah, we've got some fresh ice. Both teams had 15 minutes to cool off, get some water, get some Gatorade as Zamboni came out.
Now still in that zone of St. Leo. Two Mocs trying to get in the way, and Izzo and Wyden.
Yeah, and still putting some pressure on the forecheck.
We'll go all the way down. The Mocs looking for an icing call, won't get it.
Yeah, no icing as Izzo got a stick on that one as St. Leo tried to send it down the length of the ice.
Now another chance to build for the Mocs. You can see Marshall has it on that far side. He kicks it back out and looking for a find inside. Florida Southern can't find one early. Nice backhander to Izzo.
And we're still 4-on-4. As we remember, Peterlin and Pescatori got into it at the end of the first period. There's 7 seconds left to go on the 4-on-4.
Marshall pokes it away, and he's going coast to coast, in and out move. The shot no good.
Tried to get a backhand there past Dunlop. As both of those penalties end, and we're back to 5-on-5.
Another chance for the Mocs there. Quick pass, but the shot again saved.
And that's some good passing by the Mocs as Caden Williams dropped it back to Marshall. And Marshall back to Williams, who was trying to get a shot past Dunlop in the low slot.
Mocs trying to find a way to move it back up. Marshall coming off, and the Mocs looking to find some offense without him. Williams has it and tries to switch over to the other side, and now taken back by St. Leo.
Got a little loss in the skates there of Gillum.
The chance again here for the Mocs. A lot of back and forth play. We haven't seen too much develop for either side in this early part.
Greg Peterlin was trying to skate back behind and trying to find a passing lane.
And now again another chance. Is that one off the pole again?
Sharp angled shot there by Williams, trying to just get that one over the shoulder of Dunlop.
Again, another chance. A strong challenge and almost flipped in. Just missing that one. A poor shot attempt there. Couldn't get around to it.
Yeah, Burkhart tried to find Bradley Peterlin back door, and looks like he just didn't get enough on that one.
Now a chance to redeem himself, but that one will lead to another face-off.
Yeah, so 2 good backdoor opportunities. And I mentioned it. They tried to get the goalie moving east to west, and that's what those backdoor opportunities are gonna do. And St. Leo's got to watch behind their goalie and get someone there playing some man-to-man defense in their zone.
They need to show some physicality, especially in that back part. Don't allow the Mocs to just skate around free if they want to find a way to come back. Like we talked about coming into this period, it's a 3-1 game as we're just over 3 minutes into the second period.
And St. Leo sends that one the length of the ice, and that's going to be an icing as the Mocs win that race.
Easy call there for the referees. And now the Mocs with a good chance to try to find some goals in this one. You can see that second unit out here for the Mocs. We saw those starters for them come on and then come off just around that 2.5-minute mark into this second period.
Yeah, this face-off's going to be to the left. So Mocs win that one.
Mocs looking to center it back up, but continuing to show some improved defense here at St. Leo.
And that's a good job to keep it wide. We mentioned it. The Mocs had 2 good opportunities back door, and St. Leo did a good job on that defensive trial, keeping it out wide.
The St. Leo team looks reinvigorated right now after that goal to close that first period. A lot more energy, it feels, to start this second period off. A long shot there and a nice save with the catch.
That was Cabral giving a little ice shower to the goalie, you know. And sometimes you take exception to that as a team, but sometimes as a goalie, that feels a little bit good, you know. It gets hot under all those pads, and you want to get cooled off.
It looks like we'll have some more guys coming off the bench here for Florida Southern. St. Leo trying to keep their guys fresh. They only have about 7 on their bench right now.
So Mocs win that face off.
A chance inside, whipping around, but can't get it is Gibson. And falling down there is the Mocs, and they'll try to race back and get the puck.
Yeah, and sometimes when you see fresh ice, it's still a little slick. A good glove save there by Dunlop off the stick of Catazone.
Catazone doing a good job finding that space, and he put it in a decent spot, but like you mentioned, just better goalkeeping there.
Yeah, and it's allowing the goalie to see it, and Dunlop does a good job tracking that shot.
Continuing to battle both teams right now. St. Leo gets it back as it's in their zone still. They'll try to push it back forward, but again, they just can't really get it across that middle of the court, or ice, excuse me, too used to Florida Southern basketball.
And a good move there by Walter, making a deke.
Had his own a long one there, and controlled by Gibson. He can't get that one to go either. Challenged by the Mocs, and they'll be the first ones to touch it again.
Yeah, I'm looking to get the defense involved, as that's one of the first blue line shots we've seen. And that one's going to be icing. This Catazone tried to find Gibson, and Gibson just not able to get a stick on that one.
We got just over 15 minutes right now, 15-16. It still remains 3-1, and the Mocs will now be in their own side, their own zone for this faceoff.
Yeah, and we're seeing it get a little more even. And both sides are getting a little bit more opportunities as they both made the necessary adjustments. As that one bounces off a couple skates and up into the netting.
Looks like we'll get some of those familiar faces back on the ice. You can see Will Marshall and crew returning to the rink.
Yeah, we're seeing that top line get back out there. And they were dangerous in the first period, moving the puck really well. Some of those tic-tac-toe passing plays, but first they got to get out of their zone as Marshall's in the face-off dot.
Marshall's been really successful in the face-off today, and we've seen it yet again, another win for him in the face-off. And guess who they go to? Mr. Marshall. Will pulls it back, looking for some answers as we'll go back wide. We'll try to center. Now a chance for a shot. Can they get one off? Yes, but saved again. A shot again, and that one. They'll say
that was a save.
Wow.
Dunlop got a glove on that one. An impressive save as Wyden was backdoor, had a wide open net, and Dunlop sprawls out and gets a glove on that one.
I thought that one was for sure in the back of the net. I had to look at you because I thought, no way that one wasn't a goal.
Yeah, it's tough to see sometimes depth perception up here. You know, I was waiting for the ref. He was kind of questioning. I don't even think the ref knew where the puck was for a second there. So
we're just over 5 minutes now into the second period, and things remain even. This St. Leo team, they've come to play here in this second period. What have you seen change for them?
Yeah, they just look a little bit quicker to pucks. They're playing with a little bit more compete, and you know, right there they almost get it out of their zone. But it's just been the compete level in this period. But the Mocs are still doing a good job pressuring in the St. Leo zone.
Now this one going back towards Simonian. The Mocs offering some help. Burkhart switches it back over to the opposite side. A strong check by two players as now the board is getting checked. And Peterlin sharing some words of encouragement to Powers.
So we're getting a penalty here. Looks like St. Leo's going to the box. Thought the call was on the Mocs as they blew it dead when they touched the puck, but it's going to be Powers to the box. 2 minutes for slashing as he knocked Gregory Peterlin's stick out of his hand.
And Powers just threw his mask off right when he got into the penalty box. He is not happy right now with the Mocs. Excited for this power play opportunity. Burkhart, a long one, missed the frame.
Yeah, it looked like he was trying to go top right corner and just got it a little bit over.
We'll give it up to Marshall, and now they'll give it right back to their main man. Burkhart looking again for another pass. They can't pass it through, and another save. Marshall will slow it back down.
Yeah, and they're doing a good job getting their cycle going. And this is what we've seen Marshall playing quarterback. And a good job there. As Catazone tried to get that one in the center, but St. Leo finds it and sends it all the way down.
Simonian helping out with the offense, tossing that one right back forward, and another chance to develop here for the Mocs. Nice turn back to set things back up for Burkhart.
Yeah, we mentioned Simonian helping out with the offense. He tallied his 3rd assist on the year, something you don't see too much from a goalie.
Burkhart goes back wide. Another pass trying to get it to Marshall. Will get it now, and he's circling around. Marshall flicks that one in, and almost a shot up and in. And that one went off of the Gatorade bottle. It was so close.
Yeah, Dunlop got his glove on that one and tipped it onto the back of the net, and that's what got the whistle. I thought it went in the back of the net and popped the Gatorade bottle up, something you see in video games.
See some new faces for both these sides, keeping their players fresh. 13:09 left in this second period. Let's see who will be on face-off duty. You have to assume Marshall will make his way over. No?
Marshall slides out to the wing, looking for Caden Williams to take this one. And he wins it, sends it over to Marshall. But St. Leo came away with possession, but Marshall on that forecheck.
Burkhart now gives it back to Marshall. They go to the opposite side shot, and that one wide again.
That was wide and firing it from the point. Looking to get some more shots up from the top of the point.
Will Marshall, he's dancing, gets the shot off and goal.
And Marshall tallies his 3rd goal of the game, and if there wasn't netting in the way, you could throw your hat over, because that's a hat trick for Will Marshall.
And I think some of the guys behind the goal of St. Leo might be tossing their Yankees caps on the ice. This Florida Southern team, they know who their main guy is, especially on the offensive end, and Marshall just continues to shine for this squad.
And so they take advantage of the power play, and that's the 2nd power play goal of the game for the Mocs.
Dubois in the game for the Mocs, as well as a few other newer faces. Peterlin tosses that one back up.
Yeah, Greg to Brad, the brother connection. Brad tries to take a quick shot there.
We'll try to get it away. Burkhart was close to it, but Greg getting there first. And now another chance here for St. Leo. Both these teams hopping over the stick of Greg Peterlin was Pescatori. A nice pass off there, and a chance will develop.
Yeah,
back wide and shot, no good.
And that one came out of the glove of Dunlop, but St. Leo did a good job helping out their goalie and getting that one clear of the net.
Pescatori now racing down. The right-handed shot, no good. Poked away by a defender, and it looks like a Mock might be mixed up here with a shot to the head.
Yeah, that's Greg Peterlin. He's holding the right side of his head as he's headed back to the bench, but Mock's get it out of the zone. And that's a big loss if that injury continues. He's been a physical presence for the Mocs.
He found a whistle there, and looks like another save there for Simonian. Another glove save for him. He's been all over the ice right now, and he's doing a really good job slowing down the St. Leo attack whenever they find a few of those opportunities.
Yeah, he's a quick presence in the net, and not the tallest guy, and you see that a lot with goalies at this level. Maybe not the tallest guys, but it's about the speed of getting post to post and your glove saves and your reaction timing, and he's great in all of those areas.
We saw the reaction right there. Again, a long shot, but had some good pace on it. They'll work back up again. Cabral has it, and he's looking, can't get that one to go, and now tries for another, but loses it.
And we're gonna get a whistle. The net comes off. Looks like Dunlop might have kicked it off of the moorings, and so that's gonna be no change for St. Leo.
3-goal game again here after that Marshall hat trick. He's what separates these two teams in this 4-1 game. 11:21 left in this second period.
The Mocs won that one for a second, but St. Leo comes out on top with it.
A strong check there for the Mocs, and now centering back is St. Leo. They still have it despite the Mocs defense stepping up.
And a misstep there as pass escapes the zone, and now the Mocs are pushing with that forecheck.
Now another opportunity for St. Leo, but they just couldn't get to that one. That one goes through the legs of a Moxon defender, and St. Leo couldn't keep it alive. These two teams trading possession a bit right now, both looking to develop something.
Yeah, and Mocs looked like they were trying to reset as they thought that one was offsides. Ref said it wasn't, but it's a little, and now we get the whistle for offside as that time Mullen couldn't keep the puck on his stick, and you have to have possession of the puck going over the blue line, or they're going to blow that down every time.
Looks like we'll get some more new faces in for the Mocs.
Yeah, both teams making line changes, and obviously a little bit tighter of line changes for St. Leo's with that minimized bench where, as if you can see it on your screen, Mocs got 15 guys sitting over there, whereas St. Leo, 8 guys, 7 skaters to rotate out.
Mocs able to get that one, and now the new faces looking to continue this battle. Gibson the furthest forward. That one lost and controlled by Florida Southern again. A strong challenge into the penalty box, and now rushing down the ice is the Florida Southern.
Yeah, King looking to lay the boom there on Catazone, but Catazone does a good job of getting out of the way of that one, allowing King to match up with the penalty box door.
Sutton had that one, and he'll toss it forward again. Gibson tries to get there and does. He has it on his stick, doesn't get the shot off, as that one poked away by St. Leo. Another chance is that one poked away by the Lions, and a long shot, no good.
Yeah, Catazone trying to find TJ Tillman. And some physicality on the boards, and we're going to get a whistle.
And it's always wild to me how these guys can just go at it, and then, yeah, I'll just ice it and just skate across the ice away. For me, if someone got into me like that, it would not be a short conversation, but I also would not be able to hang with these guys.
Yeah, it's definitely about poise, and that's something the Mocs have gotten better on over the course of this year is they know they're up by 3 goals, and you give up a penalty by getting too rough with it, and that's what allows teams to get back into games. As Izzo took a hard shot there and broke his stick in half.
Gotta call the parents there. Hey, it's Christmas time coming up. I think I might need a new one, but the Mocs looking for another goal. A nice glove save.
Yeah, Wyden taking that shot, skated across the middle. And, you know, this isn't NCAA hockey. Sticks don't come cheap. I know they're around $3.50 each, so Izzo grabbed a teammate's stick, and he's back out on the ice.
He's got to be extra careful with that one, too. If you break a teammate's stick, that will be a long drive back to campus.
Yeah, Izzo looking like he might be in the CHS All-Star Hardest Shot competition coming up later this summer.
Marshall gets that one. Now Burkhart with it on this near side. A long chance there, but again, can't get the rebound immediately are the Mocs. Izzo hits the deck.
Izzo still moving the puck around. Did a good job there from the ground.
Peterlin just tossed that one forward and grabbed by St. Leo.
He did a good job keeping that one in the zone, even though he was a little off balance there.
Now the Mocs looking to find something of their own, but still a choppy game right now for both offenses. A nice do-si-do move, if you want to call it that, is it'll be held on to by Simonian.
Yeah, and that was Pescatore trying to get his second of the game, and ultimately looking to get Luke King involved. He found a pass, but Simonian gets a cover on that one.
We got just under 9 to go, as you can see on your screen. Still remains a 3-goal game. This will be in the Mocs zone for this next face-off.
And once again, Will Marshall sliding in versus Pescatore.
And now Marshall, you don't want to give him these opportunities. He'll slow it down, pass it off, and the shot is good. The Mocs just too good in open ice.
Yeah, Marshall looked like he probably could have taken that one, but he finds Wyden back door, and that's the top line. Will Marshall and Colton Wyden have a good connection. We've seen it plenty of times in their 2 seasons together, and Wyden tallies the first goal of the game for him in this one.
Mocs offense continuing to run through Marshall as he'll come off after that one, getting some much-earned rest. Another face-off we'll see here in the middle. Looks like that'll be Williams for Mocs, as well as Powers for St. Leo.
And Williams winning that face-off.
Dubois with it. He tries to go center to Williams, can't hold on to it. And now St. Leo moving back the other way if they get a chance. Instead, Mullen will grab it. And now a chance to get it on target as it'll be saved.
Yeah, Dunlop leaving a rebound opportunity there. Those are dangerous. We've seen plenty of times this Mock team take advantage of a puck that probably should have been covered as that one bounces over the stick there. And Williams on the forecheck wins the puck, and the stick gets in the skate. and does a good job, good pressure there, but he gets tripped up, and that's going to be a penalty.
That's a huge opportunity, and he created that on his own. A great job by his teammates to help open up that opportunity, but Williams with a full head of steam going downhill trying to get to that one.
Yeah, and it's about keeping the legs moving. You know, he battled hard, didn't do anything that allowed him to end up in the box, and he just kept moving the feet, and that happens. You get a stick in the skates, and that's why the Mocs are on the power play.
They've done really well on power plays throughout this one, Gavin. What do you need to see for them to find another goal?
It's just getting the puck moving east to west, getting the passing lanes going. We've seen the cycle work multiple times. They've got 2 power play goals in this one already.
And now a chance to find some more offense if they could control it. Lost by Florida Southern again. St. Leo looking to challenge on the boards. And now in their own zone are the Mocs. They're getting chased down.
Mullins pressured there. Some good forechecking by St. Leo, trying to just kill some time off. Sometimes the best defense is offense, and that's what the St. Leo motto was on that early possession in the penalty kill.
Cambria tries to help clear that one out, and now a good attack from St. Leo. They're down 1, but still with the chance to find one more. That one off the side of the net. Simonian trying to retreat back into place, and does.
And some good help by the defense. You know, Simonian wasn't quite sure where that one was, but the defense gives back and protects that far side post, allowing Simonian to get back in position.
Skating back forward are the Mocs. They send it towards the backboards, and they'll get there first. Some physical challenges right around that corner, and now another chance for the Mocs. One more pass, and can they get it in? Yes, they can. The Moxon offense is alive and well. Will Marshall with another.
A little tic-tac-toe. You know, Wyden making an assist. Marshall gets a goal, and that was Wyden, Bradley Peterlin, and Marshall all tallying a point right there with the little tic-tac-toe play.
Great offense by the Mocs. Everyone getting involved so far, and another power play goal. I believe that's their 3rd of the game.
Yeah, their power play is working like a well-oiled machine. They've done a good job setting up the cycle and getting the puck moving. And we talked about that passing. Moving east to west is what got the puck in the back of the net there and beat Dunlop.
This will be sent all the way back. The Mocs looking to be the first ones to get there as they'll look to find a way to clear it out. All the way down, St. Leo looking to get there first, and they do. No icing call.
Yeah, Oaken got a stick on the puck there and negated the icing, as now Pescatore skates it into the Moc zone.
Attacking in the Moc zone is St. Leo. Mocs get possession back. Now they're on the counter. Okun gets it, just can't reach to save that one in time. Now he'll try to pass it off to a teammate. And big opportunity here for St. Leo. Simonian coming all the way out, 1-on-1. Give me Simonian.
And Simonian coming out big in his crease. That's what you want to do. You want to get square to the shooter, get out wide, and make him make the move. And Simonian does a good job keeping Pescatore out wide and negating that one-on-one opportunity.
And the opportunity's still not over here for St. Leo. They're doing a good job of continuing to get to the puck. Simonian tries to save that one, can't hold on to it, so another opportunity here for the Lions.
And the Mocs just need a clear here, and looks like the Lions are going to give that to them, as a couple of the Mocs will get a quick change. Lions going to try to keep the pressure on, take advantage of that change.
Camber was the one that had it. Pescatore gets checked all the way over, and now he's wrapped up. Gives a nice push in the back, and another save by Simonian. And the Mocs now will lose it. Pescatore still on the ice as St. Leo still has possession of it.
Yeah, Pescatore looked like he might have got caught up high there. Ref didn't see it.
Marshall, another chance. The net moves off, and the Mocs just throwing bodies on the floor.
And net comes loose, so no St. Leo change. So a little bit of dicey play there. Pescatore and Cabral getting involved there, and maybe Pescatore taking a stick up high from Cabral at the back end of that play, which led Pescatore to the ground.
Marshall will take the face-off this time, look for a quick find behind. That's what they'll do. Peterlin has it, and he'll try to just send it forward towards Marshall. One more pass, but just moving out of position.
Yeah, and that was Luke Walter. He looked like he was just a little out of position. He was trying to recover.
Powers tried to center that one, but too high to get a shot attempt off it. Marshall just finds a way to swiftly move out of the challenge. Gibson now up top. Gibson surveying a strong shot, but that one saved again.
Yeah, and that was a good job by St. Leo's defense. Guy falls down to his knee, gets a block, and sends that one wide of the net.
Now some more battles in the Moxon zone, centered, and Simonian making sure to stay in the way. A nice move there by the Mox, and they're back down the other way. Burkhart with it.
And Simonian did a good job there.
Burkhart with some extra curriculars there. A nice shove to make sure to give the Mox that added edge with their physicality, and now St. Leo back on the other end.
And we talked about it before we got on air. Struggle for this Mox team has been finding the line between physicality and what puts them in the box, and they've done a good job in that in this game so far, Carl.
Just over 3.5 left in this second period. The Mox lead has ballooned to 5.
Yeah, and this is what you want to do if you're the Mox, but also keeping the pressure on. They had a series against UCF 2 weekends ago where UCF had a big second period that allowed them to get back in the game, and the Mox have done a good job closing that door and not allowing St. Leo to get some goals and get back into this game. As it looked like Bradley Peterlin lost an edge there and slammed into the boards, but he seems to be okay. He gets back up. Little snow there on the back of the shorts.
St. Leo gets that face-off, but can they hold on to possession? We'll see as they're behind the net right now, and both teams are jostling for it.
St. Leo gets it out to the point.
Simonian trying to stay in front, got blocked by his own teammates for a moment, and now we'll have another whistle.
Yeah, and a good job there by Simonian making the initial save, and the defense has done a good job in this game after he makes that save, collapsing and allowing and getting the puck moving and out of the way. And a little frustration there from St. Leo as a player slammed a stick down after that one was whistled dead after going into the netting.
And understandably, it's been a frustrating period for St. Leo. They really came out strong, but haven't been able to find much of anything to represent that effort.
Yeah, they've been doing a good job getting the opportunities, but Simonian and the Mox defense have just done a good job keeping the pucks out wide after initial shots and not giving them any room.
Another big opportunity for the Mox. They can't sneak it through, and there'll be another whistle blown.
Yeah, and Catazone was trying to take a shot there, and Dunlop was a little out of position at first. Catazone thought he might be able to sneak it by the shoulder, but couldn't get enough on it to get the lift that he wanted, and Dunlop just gets the save. 5-hole.
2:57 left in this second period. The Mox still up 6-1 here. Looks like Wyden will be the face-off taker. Catazone all the way back for the Mox. The furthest back Moccasin is that one centers itself in a high stick there, but kept alive by the Mox. I'll try to center it again, and that one almost snuck through 3.
Yeah, and looks like Caden Williams might have gotten a redirection on that one, and it's hard to make a save when the puck bounces and changes direction last minute, but a good job by Dunlap.
Mox poke it free again. Catazone offering. Instead, Wyden holds on to it. Wyden just skating around, having a dandy old time. That one's a battle down low again. A number of players trying to get there in time. Florida Southern ultimately gets it. Oh my goodness!
And a big hit.
Boom.
A big hit by Pescatore along the blue line. Sutton was down on the ice there for a second. Now Sutton
challenge.
Getting a big hit. Now Pescatore up the ice has an opportunity. Simonian gets down low in 2 big saves by Simonian and a good job by Colton Wyden to send that one back out to the blue line.
What a play there by Simonian, Gavin. We are seeing a masterclass right now.
Yeah, and Simonian's seen a number of shots in his time as a Mock. I mean, it's only a sophomore season, and he gets better every time he takes the ice.
That one goes up and over the board. Some lucky fans may get a souvenir from that one as we got just over a minute and a half left.
Yeah, and we were talking about Simonian seeing a lot of shots doing a master class. Last year against UCF, saw upwards of 80 shots, only gave up 3 goals. So he's seen a number of shots and has had rock solid performances for the Mocs. And it's even better when the team plays constructive defense around him, and like we saw with Wyden, sending the puck out to the blue line.
And it's even better when they have 6 goals entering the end of that second period, as we still have some time for the Mocs to add to that. This offense has really been firing today, and they've had a few chances that were just off. This could be a lot bigger of a lead, too.
And this has been a good opportunity, too, to get some of these younger guys, some new members of the team back into the mix and allowed them to get their legs.
Some more physicality by both sides as the Mocs battling right now to hold on to it. Some nice stick work is going around the back and looking for an outlet.
That was a good skate by Mullins down low. He was pressured by Pescatore, but just able to keep it on his stick.
Pescatore gets mixed up there, caught by his stick. He's holding on for dear life.
And Donnelly had his stick tied up there. It looked like what was Pescatore's elbow.
And a chance. St. Leo can't get that one, and now some extra shots and some shots up top.
And yeah, Pescatore was right in front of Simonian. Gave him a little extra tap, and we talked about it. You can't do that to a team's goalie, or you're going to meet some resistance. The goalie is the prime position, and you don't want to let anything happen to that. Every time, the team's going to stand up for their goalie.
And we're continuing to see these two teams stay competitive despite the score right now. 5 goals separate these two as we got 36.7 seconds left.
Yeah, and there's a reason that Pescatore is the 3rd star of the month in the ACDC division for CHS. He's a competitor through and through, no matter what the score is.
Marshall slows it down, gave it up, and the shot off.
And that was Gibson with another shot, and that one just went a little wide. He's done a good job getting involved in the Mocs offense.
That one right at the chest of Simonian, and he's playing hot potato with it.
Yeah, and you can tell Simonian's feeling good when he's tossing the puck up to himself. Gets a whistle, throws it up, and catches it. He knows he's got time.
Just over 15 seconds left right now. Maybe we'll see 1 or 2 more shots in this period.
St. Leo looking to get one more opportunity.
That one saved, another save, and another one. Simonian.
And now, if the Mocs hurry, there's 5 seconds. Luke Walter has a back door.
Shot taken and an easy save there. The Mocs are heading into this 3rd period 6-1. Gavin, you can't ask for much better than this.
Yeah, the Mocs got their offense rolling. A lot of beautiful passing plays, and it's nice to see some of the younger guys getting involved, getting more time on the ice in this game. There's a lot left, 20 minutes left of 3rd period action, but we'll step away and we'll bring you the 3rd period when we come back.
Welcome back. Start of the third. 6-1 is the score, and Will Marshall will lose that face-off but get it right back. Marshall bringing it all the way up, and Gavin, we saw a masterclass on both ends for the Mocs in that most recent period.
Yeah, it's been a good period for them in the second, offensively and defensively, doing a good job helping Simonian out. There were a couple of chances for St. Leo, but ultimately the Mocs defense played as a whole and really did a good job locking St. Leo down and not letting him get back into this game.
Continuing to move it around the back end. That's something that was a trend in that first period, and now the Mocs are adopting it again. Peterlin will bring it back up. That's Greg. Greg switches it over to Marshall, who keeps it alive with his skate, gets it poked away and kept alive now with St. Leo. Marshall wins it back, and trying to get to it now is Gibson. Gibson lost it, and St. Leo tries to get it through. A kick save attempt there by Marshall, and he can't hold on. Now Powers on a big chance here. Trying to get the outside shot, can't find it to fall.
It looks like a goaltending change for the Mocs as Ethan Fisher is in between the pipes. Simonian got some getting some much needed rest as the Mocs are up 5-0. Wasn't challenged too much, but Ethan Fisher, a new goalie this season, so they're looking to get him going, and like we mentioned, some fresh legs for the Mocs this season, so some of the younger guys will probably see more here in this third period.
And don't forget, there's still another game in this series. It'll be on the road for the Mocs as they go to St. Leo's home, and obviously want to keep your keeper and the rest of the players fresh enough to be able to try to find a series sweep.
Yeah, and we'll be live tomorrow as Noah's going to be back with me tomorrow. He'll be on color. I'll be on play-by-play. So we're taking it to Nest Hockey Academy to finish off the series.
And that broadcast will definitely be a very exciting one. A lot more hockey brains on that one than this one. Gavin's been doing a lot of heavy lifting for me in this one. Hoping you guys are still enjoying as the Mocs are enjoying a number of opportunities around the net. It'll be Mullen who got it. St. Leo couldn't push it all the way forward. And now St. Leo has it again. They feel the pressure. Couldn't get it past, though, as that one will be way wide. And rebounded again by the Mocs. They're trying to switch it back over.
And so far early in this period, the Mocs are doing a good job collapsing on the puck in the neutral zone and not letting it move much further.
You see Williams is back into this one, and he'll get a quick touch on the puck.
And that's what I mentioned, just getting quick turnovers, not allowing St. Leo to get comfortable, get set up in the zone, and they're just moving it back down the ice quickly.
Williams lost it there, and now the puck will slide all the way over to that neutral zone, almost to the Mocs' own zone. Wyden has it on that left side and just had it poked away.
Yeah, he tried to chip it around the defender. Refs are calling for offsides. A little bit delayed there, so Burkhart had to come back and touch up.
Gillum, the captain, has it right now for St. Leo. A strong check will not get it out of his way. Still kept alive. Gillum tries to get to it, but now they'll be sent away by the Mocs. They're looking to build. We'll go near side, losing control of that one for a moment. And now both teams will race towards it. This one right near the Mocs net as we're continuing to see pressure here from the Lions.
Yeah, and that was a good job by Salvadori getting into the zone, putting some pressure on Sutton there.
Now a huge opportunity for the Mocs. This is 3-on-2. One more pass, and the shot is just off. What a save. And that one is somehow kept alive by St. Leo. A huge sequence for them.
And a long time without a whistle, too.
Free-flowing hockey right now as we're just over 4 minutes in. Still a 5-goal game. Some sneakiness there by the Mocs and Peterlin. Bradley couldn't get to that one first, though, as St. Leo's still with it. Gillum gets a strong challenge. Sit down.
And we mentioned it, Greg Peterlin's been a big part of the physical game for the Mocs this season. He does a good job there, keeping that one clean, laying the shoulder, and delivering a good hit.
Speaking of Bradley, he has it again here. That one just gets through the line of defenders for St. Leo, and the Mocs looking to create some more. They'll go around the back, have an opening for Greg to get it, but instead they try to go close, but can't find it. Another chance. Can't get that one either.
And a good opportunity back door almost there for TJ Tillman, but just couldn't get enough wood on it, and it just bounced over his stick, it looked like.
Powers trying to find a way closer in this one, try to pass it off, but just too strong on that one. And now that will be the first whistle of this third period, 14:51 on the clock, so some pretty clean hockey to start.
Yeah, and the Mocs are liking this pace. You're up 6-1. You want to keep the puck moving, not too many face-offs, not too many. Just let your lines roll naturally, and that's what the Mocs like to do, is get the pace going and just allow them to dictate it.
Izzo with an easy steal there, and now he has a chance to go all the way. Looks for the pass back, but can't get it because of the check.
Good pressure there by St. Leo, keeping Izzo from getting off a backdoor spin pass.
The Mocs trying to keep the pressure up. They don't want to lose that entire opportunity, as that one is centered, but saved again. Going all the way around the back. And now Peterlin. The Peterlin brothers dishing that one to each other, as Powers now on a great chance. Can the freshman keeper keep it alive? And yes, he can.
Yeah, good job there by Fisher, getting wide and following the puck and standing up tall in his crease.
Now another chance for a counterattack, poked away though. Salvatore able to get to that one. Now two Mocs battling, as St. Leo still doing a good job of keeping the pressure up in the Moccasin zone. Bradley Peterlin tries to center it. Izzo can't get that one, as St. Leo loses it again. Will Marshall passing that one all the way back.
And that one almost comes out of the zone, but Mullen does a good job getting up in the play with some speed.
Mullen with a nice move, but gets it poked away right at the end. Mullen still battling here, and Powers hits the deck.
He looks like he got a little banged up there. So he smacked a little bit harder on the ice than he meant to.
Now a chance again for the Mocs. The shot wide again. Both teams scrapping forward right on the boards. The Mocs still with it. They try to go center, shot up and in. The Mocs find yet another. It's 7-1.
Florida Southern.
And that was a good job getting the pass back door. As looks like Andrew Mullen tallies the goal. That's going to be his second of the year. One of the new faces on the roster that we mentioned.
And again, we're just seeing this offense be created because everyone is touching the puck. Even when you don't get it on that first opportunity, the Mocs are finding ways to get everyone involved, especially in the center of that zone, and finding high percentage looks. Marshall wins that one and try to get his own face-off, as it'll be controlled again by Gibson. Marshall close by.
Your Florida Southern Moccasins goal.
Marshall circling. He's looking for some options, as that one sent center but couldn't get it on target. One more over to Marshall. He's isolated. We'll give it right back over. Battling in front of the net. Both sides. Mocs trying to find a quick look. Marshall, and he loses it. And now they'll try to go all the way down. St. Leo trying to follow this one, and that will be icing.
Yeah, so Will Marshall, one of the members on that score sheet, he gets an assist. And Will Gibson also tallying an assist on that goal by Andrew Mullins.
Another face-off coming up here for the Mocs. 12:26 in this third period.
And that was Will Gibson's first point as a member of the Mocs. So congratulations to Will Gibson getting on the score sheet.
That one is lofted all the way over. What a find. As they'll call offsides, a little bit too good of a find.
Yeah, and you try to look like a set play there, trying to find their third star of the month, Augie Pescatore, back door, and he just couldn't handle it. And so that faceoff's coming back all the way down into the Mock zone. Or excuse me, into the St. Leo zone.
Looks like Okun will be the one that will be handling the faceoff here for Florida Southern. We'll see a change of guard here for this faceoff for St. Leo. That one not going the Mocs way after the initial face-off, and now a good opportunity on the counterattack. Pescatore can't get that one to go. A nice kick save. Mocs will go back to center ice looking for a quick fast break opportunity. Couldn't get to that one. This will be whipped around by the Mocs in their own zone. Touch taken off of the skate there, and now skating right back down. A good opportunity. The Mocs mixing up within their own space, and a push in the back right in front of the net. We'll look to see if we'll find another shot here in this one, as the physicality has been coming all game.
Yeah, we've seen more physicality as St. Leo's gotten more frustrated. Obviously, with the result, you're not a huge fan of it, as another icing goes the way of the Mocs.
We'll see 3 more Mocs rejoining the ice, one of them being Williams, who we've said his name a lot so far, and he's been a big part of the Moccasins' success in the faceoff.
Yeah, he's had plenty of shots, and you kind of have to feel like it's only a matter of time before he finds the back of the net.
That one won by the Mocs, and now trying to find a quick look, just scrambling in front of the goal, but can't get it. St. Leo back on the counter. A nice challenge there, checking right on the boards. Now another one, a high check and another. Oh my goodness, it looked like a headlock for a second, but St. Leo still has it. And that one sent in and falling down is St. Leo. It is a complete scramble right now, Gavin.
Yeah, and we're going to get... Not quite sure. Looks like they were calling for no change. Thought maybe the net came off, but it's still on. And Wyden looked like he took exception, as he looked like he thought he was about to get cross-checked in the head, and that's always dangerous, obviously, anything up in the head area. So got a little physical, and I think the ref was right on that, saw what happened, and good on Wyden for letting up there. He had a game misconduct earlier this year because of a similar situation. So good on him for letting up.
Now a chance, both teams scrambling. It stays in the Moccasin zone. We'll try to flip it all the way around, but more green jerseys in the way, as that one was nowhere close to on target. Izzo has it. He tries to center. A strong challenge on him again. St. Leo can't get that one as they send it back center. A pass back towards Simonian almost went the wrong way. And now another chance. It's another check there by the Mocs. Or excuse me, from Fisher.
Yeah, and Fisher doesn't use the glove as much more active with the pads, and he's done a good job so far in this one, keeping the puck out wide and not allowing it to find the center of the ice, and he's been doing a good job controlling the rebounds as well.
Still in this Moccasin zone, as that one will be won by the Mocs, and they have possession for now, as they'll give that one over to Izzo. That one hit by a St. Leo player, and now they'll look to flip it on to this near side, the Mocs. No one there in white, but the Mocs get it right back, and now back to Izzo. They'll look to create. Izzo looks to go center, but just off. They couldn't find the shot, and wow, what a bang on the boards. Now it's 2-on-2. A shot there from St. Leo, and that's their first in a long time.
Yeah, so St. Leo gets on the board as their second goal of the game.
That's the first one for them since that first period of action. The Mocs have been tough defensively, as we have 9:57 left in this one.
So face-off won here by the Mocs. Marshall's back out there.
Looks like that top group, most of them returning here for this one. The Mocs looking to continue to show out here for their supporters, who have been very vocal so far today. And now another chance for St. Leo. Fisher, get that out of here. Good decision by him.
Yeah, good job coming out of the crease. And we've seen 2 big opportunities like that where the goalies do a good job coming up out of the crease, squaring up with the shooter and not giving them any room.
St. Leo and the Mocs continue to battle. And now Gibson gets it, and Marshall. Marshall now going down. He might look for the pass here. He does, but he was just off on that one.
Yeah, it looked like he didn't quite get enough on that one. Maybe hit his stick awkwardly.
A chance here for St. Leo, but they give it up immediately. They try to poke it away, and this will go all the way towards their net. The Mocs not showing too much aggression. And now another chance, continuing to battle these two schools. Gibson gets it, passes it off, but they can't get a shot on target. St. Leo tries to get it out of harm's way, but instead the Mocs with another chance. Gibson couldn't get to that one, so now St. Leo has it again. St. Leo trying to get past Marshall, but he will not let them pass. Marshall broke some ankles, and now he'll try to send it forward. Let's finish the highlight. One more pass, and that one can't get another shot. The Mocs try to send it back. Again, just struggling to really get control of this one because of how frequently we're seeing these St. Leo sticks. We got just over 8 minutes to go here. Cabral sends that one forward as the Mocs switch guard. A new face or two for St. Leo as well. Now another chance for the Mocs as they send this one all the way down. And you guessed it, another icing.
Yeah, a lot of back and forth in the last 2 minutes or so as both teams have been trying to move it down the ice, but neither really being able to get set up in a zone.
Score 7-2, 5-goal game. So the Mocs still with a comfortable lead right now, but you have to think they want to add to this.
Yeah, and it's about getting the young guns out there, getting them the reps, the shifts, and just allowing them to figure out how to play on the ice with each other and getting new team dynamics, because some of these guys are the future of this program.
Now a chance for some of those newcomers, a long shot and a nice save. That's still the starting keeper in for St. Leo. That one sent all the way back, and the Mocs will have to regroup.
That one stopped short of icing. Ref was flying down the ice there, trying to make sure it went the length and crossed the red line, but stopped right in front.
The Mocs trying to find some more offense, playing a little bit of wall ball right now. Oakland has it. He's looking, a nice move there to try to get inside. He'll try to wrap around and can't get that one. We'll have it right back at his feet, and it'll be flipped forward by St. Leo. Sutton will send it all the way around as there's still the glove on the ground. That's Oakins. And now both teams just slapping at it, trying to find a way to get possession.
And that makes that shot more impressive. I didn't even realize he lost his glove there. Skated around, picked it back up, but still was able to go around and try to get a wraparound and set up a goal.
Just continuing to show the quality of this Moxon team and their depth. As now another chance for some of those guys getting some extended minutes today.
That one's icing, as just went out of the reach of a Mock. Tried to get a cross-ice pass, it bounced off the boards, and St. Leo's going to maybe have a chance to take advantage of some tired legs.
Mocs now getting back onto their own zone. We got just over 6.5 minutes. The Mocs still remain up 7-2 in this third period. That one almost won by the Mocs, and now St. Leo looking to control it. We'll send it around the back. The Mocs flip it back. Trying to move it forward. St. Leo gets a hold of it again, and the Mocs do the same. Florida Southern dancing, trying to find some type of opening, and another headlock. Some WWE stuff here.
And that's gonna end up in a penalty as Burkhart's headed to the box. Ref sending him off to the box, not letting this one develop any further. It was like potentially Pescatori getting caught up there with Burkhart.
Got about 6:08, and the Mocs have already shown some extra physicality. And what more can you ask for? You want to see some extra physicality, especially between two conference teams. Luckily, everyone is still all good. And the Mocs are now down one man on this power play.
And this gives the Mocs an opportunity to see how the penalty kill has been working this year. They haven't really been on the penalty kill too much in this game, thanks to some clean play. So interested to see some of these young guys on the PK.
Some more chances here for Florida Southern. This is a really good chance. Williams now going down wide and offering some help. Williams wants it all, but can't get it as it's poked away.
Good defense there by St. Leo, but a good opportunity for the Mocs shorthanded.
Mocs just trying to clear out, but can't do it. St. Leo with another chance. They got a minute and a half left in their power play. The Mocs now going. A man falling down for St. Leo. Wyden looking back. Give him some more, but what a save.
And I'm not sure if Dunlap got a piece of that with the leg or if that was all posts. I'm pretty sure I heard the ding, and that's, like I said, a goaltender's best friend is that post.
And wow, that was another big hit, mostly to the boards, as it looked like maybe a clip of the skate, and the Mocs are skating right back down. Wyden with the nutmeg, but can't get it through, as we'll get a handful of green. And now the Mocs with another chance. That one sent in and controlled by the defense, and a nice trip and suplex. Oh my goodness.
And we've seen Colton Wyden and Augie Pescatore getting into it in this one earlier. And looks like Colton Wyden's stick just got stuck under Pescatore, and he wanted it back.
And you can't say this hasn't been entertaining. Wyden right after that one, he was looking up here, smiling at some of his friends and just laughing. The Mocs are just doing whatever they want right now with 5:03 left.
Yeah, Wyden's definitely one of the more skilled players as far as skating into the zone for this team, but also brings a physical presence. He's not shy to get involved physically.
Cambria gets that one after it rolled all the way around the boards. Mullen trying to challenge for the Mocs, a long shot, and that's exactly what it was. That one was not close to being challenging.
And a good job there by Fisher, noticing he had time, allowing the Mocs to send this one down and kill some more time off of this penalty.
Peterlin keeping the pressure up. That's Greg all the way up top, and now some more action. Oh man, he got laid out. What a hit from Greg Peterlin. Get out the way.
And getting both of them are headed to the boxes. Greg Peterlin to the box.
Izzo will come back on for the Mocs. We got 17 seconds left in that first power play, but now we'll have another 2 minutes put up there for Peterlin. And it looks like you said, 2 minutes as well for Leo. So still St. Leo up one man.
So yeah, they'll be up one for 17 seconds, and maybe we'll see coincidental minors. So we'll still probably play some 4-on-4 as refs are talking it over. So yeah, we're gonna continue to play 5-on-4 as they're gonna say those are coincidentals. So both sides will remain at the same hour, and then once that first penalty ends to Burkhart, we'll play 5-on-5.
You can see Izzo getting ready for the face-off here. Marshall, he's calling for it. He wants it center, whether he gets it immediately or off the next pass. He wants to line up that shot. And now Marshall gets it. He lines it up, and that one lined right at the chest.
Yeah, and Dunlap does a good job just recognizing what was coming and making a good save.
4:21 left. Mocs continuing their siege of the Lions. I don't know if you can hear the music right now. Some Pirates of the Caribbean theme began played, and now we'll be all the way back. The Mocs continue to hold on to possession. Nice little twirl there by St. Leo and Powers. He'll lose it though. No style points given in hockey as that one skies up, and another souvenir.
Yeah, and Mullins did a good job collapsing along the boards there, not allowing Powers to get a little fancy with it, send it up the board, and that ultimately led to that shot which went up into the netting.
Izzo wins that one again. The Mocs continue to stay dominant in every facet of the game. They try to find the puck again, and Will Marshall tries to scoot through. He catches it in the air and puts it in. Another pass, but he can't wrap it around Izzo. So close. Izzo back out, a long shot for the Mocs, and they try to get the rebound. The putback, no good. And another chance here thanks to Mr. Marshall. Marshall tried to pass that one in, but gave it up. St. Leo on the counter. St. Leo sends it in, blocked, and Fisher with another save.
And a good job there by Marshall cutting off the passing lane, which ultimately set Fisher to just focus on Pescatore.
What a hit by Pescatore. He got a 2-for-1 combo.
And, you know, he's getting physical, but it doesn't matter when the puck gets in the back of the net. And now Marshall taking some exception to that hit. And, you know, Pescatore getting physical, but it doesn't matter.
And you can see Marshall reminding him it's a 5-point game right now.
And normally I'm not a fan of that because I've seen crazier comebacks. You point at the scoreboard and next thing you know, you're losing the game. But when it's the third period and there's 3 minutes left and you've got 4 goals, you can do a little bit of talking.
I'm a big fan of scoreboard. Back when I played back in the day with basketball and football, you name it, I always remind them, hey, we're up, buddy. I don't know what you're talking about. And the Mocs, they're taking some of those lead guys off, but the physicality will remain the same.
Yeah, we mentioned it. Pescatore all game has just been physical, and he let it get away from him, and that's where Michael Izzo was able to capitalize and put the puck in the back of the net.
Another great move by the Mocs in their own zone to keep it alive, and now they'll have it here near side. Okan able to move that one up, and St. Leo will get a hold of it. And a poor pass there from St. Leo, just right to the Mocs, and now a chance for Florida Southern on the counter. They try to center, and that one will not be on target. Another chance here for Okan. And again, St. Leo gets it back in a back check. A nice move there by the Mocs, staying physical.
And St. Leo tried to clear it off the boards, but once again, a good job by the Mocs, sealing the blue line and not allowing that one to come out.
Just over 2 minutes left. The Mocs looking for one more goal. They want to get it to 8 goals, and this one wasn't looking for the pass right there. That was number 11 for St. Leo. Or 71, excuse me, Devanuti. Now Cabral has it. Cabral trying to work. He gets it poked away, gets it back. Williams with the shot and no good.
Yeah, just bounced off a couple St. Leo Lions there, and he's been shooting a lot in this game.
Another
trying
chance
to find the back of the net.
The Mocs couldn't get to that one in time, but continuing to keep it in the St. Leo zone. A high check, and slowing it down is Florida Southern. They'll just knock it forward. And King has it, can't hold on to it for the moment, but will find a way to hold on now. He gets it poked away, and the Mocs back on the counter. Poked back. Back and forth right now in this neutral zone as Williams skates through the defense, gets the shot off, and man, that one would have been great.
Yeah, got a little off balance there, but still able to get a good shot.
And Williams again can't get that one, again missing wide to the right.
And he's got a smile on his face down there. He's had a number of opportunities to shoot the puck in this one.
Another opportunity right here for the Mocs. They want to get a little bit closer. Send that one center, and Williams again just can't get a clean look. A few more chances here in this one. We're at 45 to go. Still in that St. Leo zone. Poked away, but Powers still has it. Powers attacking, try to go inside out, but couldn't get that one past the Mocs defense. Donnelly the one to poke it free, and now another chance. They try to move it forward, and now the Mocs lose it again.
A good job there by TJ Tillman to stay on side.
Under 20 to go now. The Mocs trying to get one more shot. Can't get control in time in front of the net. Now we got 10 to go. The Mocs, they can hold on to it if they just want to run this one out, and it looks like that may be the case. We're at under 3 to go, and that will be it, Gavin. The Mocs looked dominant in this one.
Yeah, they did a good job on all cylinders. Defense in front of both goalies tonight. Vincent Simonian making big saves. Ethan Fisher doing a good job coming in the third period as they're giving the goalies some hugs, giving them some love. And the Mocs will take the first game of the series. We'll be back live tomorrow here on the Southern Hockey Network for Game 2 at 9 p.m. at the Hockey Nest Academy as St. Leo tries to defend home ice and the Mocs try to go for this series sweep.
And I couldn't be more happy to be part of this production today, Gavin. Thank you for having me on, and thank you for all of you tuning in. I'm Carl Van Gelder, and of course, I'm joined with the voice of Moccasin hockey, Gavin Coker.
Thank you so much for watching, and have a great night.